It's been one of those weeks where everything happens at once. We've got Coinbase smashing earnings, Consensys filing to go public, NVIDIA crossing $5 trillion, and the SEC chasing clarity. Trump pardoning CZ, and somehow Bitcoin is just sitting there like nothing's happening. October closed in red. But what does this mean for November and moving forward? Let's discuss all this coming up. So Bitcoin's hovering around 107K, Ethereum's near 3,700, and Solana's holding around 180 to 190. Nothing dramatic price-wise, but under the surface, a lot is happening. US tech stocks opened in the green thanks to the US-China de-escalation deal, and that's spilling over into crypto sentiment. The EU is even talking about creating a SEC-style crypto regulator to unify digital assets rulings. So while prices are flat, the foundations are moving. So let's start with Coinbase. So they crushed Q3, beating Wall Street's expectations by 45% with 1.86 billion revenue and over 430 million in net income. CEO Brian Armstrong called it the strongest quarter yet, saying Coinbase is now the everything exchange, covering 90% of global crypto assets. This is big. It shows that institutions aren't just watching anymore. They're buying exposure through real companies. Next, Consensys. The team behind MetaMask just filed to go public with Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan. MetaMask has around 35 million active users, and they just launched MetaMask Rewards to boost activity ahead of the IPO. If this listing succeeds, it could open the floodgates for Web3 companies going public. And while crypto consolidates, AI keeps stealing headlines. NVIDIA officially became the first $5 trillion company. CEO Jensen Huang called AI's growth a virtuous cycle. Demand drives infrastructure, which fuels more AI, which fuels more demand. Even miners like Riot are pivoting GPU farms into AI data centers. We're literally watching crypto mining evolve into AI infrastructure. Now for the macro. The Federal Reserve quietly injected $30 billion into the system to ease short-term credit stress. Basically, stealth money is printing. That reinforces the idea that fiat's weakening and crypto remains a hedge. At the same time, the US-China trade deal has calmed markets. China is pausing regulatory tariffs, and the US is back to selling goods overseas. Ironically, India is now facing higher tariffs than China. Global trade chess is at its finest. Meanwhile, the SEC chair Paul Atkins is still pushing the clarity bill, even during the government shutdown. Finally define what counts as a security versus a commodity, giving crypto long-term projects awaited legal certainty. This one's huge for institutional adoption if it actually passes. And of course, the story blowing up social media, Trump's controversial pardon of Binance's founder CZ. Critics are calling it a pay-to-play move. Supporters say it's a step towards ending selective enforcement in crypto. CC's denied the Aster dumping rumors that started the FUD wave, but it shows how politically entangled crypto's become. Love them or hate them, Trump just threw gasoline on the fire. On the institutional side, Bitcoin ETFs saw a third straight day of outflows, about 192 million. Ethereum fund lost 98 million, but Solana once again stood out with 44 million in inflows. Even with the consolidation, major players like BlackRock and Standard Chartered are doubling down. Standard Chartered's CEO even said 30% of his personal net worth is in Bitcoin. That's confidence. Balancer got hit with a $160 million hack targeting wrapped ETH pools, a reminder that even old school DeFi protocols are not immune. And nearly $500 million in liquidations wiped out over-leveraged traders this weekend. So yeah, things look stable until they don't. But when you step back, the picture's actually bullish. Governments are easing, liquidity is returning, tech's pumping, and institutions are still buying Bitcoin even on the dips. The fundamentals are solid, but patience still wins this cycle. You don't have to chase green candles. Just stay informed and stay positioned and wait for the rhyme to hit. So here's the cliff notes. Coinbase crushed it. Consensys is going public. NVIDIA hit $5 trillion. The Fed just quietly printed $30 billion. Trump pardoned ZZ. And somehow Bitcoin's still chilling around 107K. That's crypto for you. If you found this breakdown useful, drop a subscribe and comment. What story shocked you the most this week? The CZ pardon, the Coinbase earnings, or the NVIDIA milestone? Stay sharp, stay curious. I'm Taha, and I'll see you on the next update. Thanks for watching, and cheers.